Hiya. Good evening, my darlings. How are you? I hope you're all good. I'll be going inside in 1 minute because I've nearly finished my cigarette. I'm all prepared, even though I've had a hectic day, but still I'm on time, getting better. I had a really busy day today. Got up at about, I think it was like 10 o'clock, because I didn't go asleep till about 4 o'clock. Thought maybe 4:30 because it was getting light, and just wasn't sleeping well. Got up about 10 and got lots of cleaning done and washing put on and all the rest of it, and then got the kids ready. Then we went out fruit picking, and we picked raspberries, blackberries, lots of strawberries, some blueberries. Pulled a few onions out. I think that was about it, and it cost bloody £17 for that, and we didn't even get a lot. And we shared that with my husband's mum and dad. So we also got a nice little, it was from a burger van, which I don't normally eat from, but when I went over to see if they'd done a can of Red Bull, I noticed they'd done, like, how clean it looked and how well, like, they'd done kids meals, they'd done vegetarian meals, and I was like, oh, cool. So I had a halloumi salad, and the kids all had like chips, but it was put really beautifully presented and just really, really nice. But again, that cost a lot of money. And when it was when we were picking the strawberries and all that, there's like a couple of really heavy downpours, so my hair's looking a bit curly and fluffy, because rather than everyone else was running to get under a tunnel, my husband was busy munching the strawberries, so he didn't care it was raining. And I started saying to the kids, let's dance. And we were like spinning round, and it was just lovely. And my little 6-year-old girl, as we were walking, she said, Mummy, my legs are really stiff. And I was like, okay. So we walked slow, and she said, but Mummy, I feel so peaceful here and so happy. And I was like, what a beautiful thing to come out of a little 6-year-old's mouth. I'm not sure who's here yet. I know there's a couple of you here. I will have the computer in a minute. My eldest son's just finishing up on it, and then I'll have it. And then we went over to see their nan and granddad. Gave them half of all the vegetables and fruit we picked. Spent about an hour with them, and then we drove back. It was like already 8:10, and all the cemeteries close at 8. So I just sat on a bench right at the end of the road. I didn't really want to contact all the spirits that speak to me normally. I just wanted to contact any of my loved ones that have passed through the light, so I know. And also they need the approval of my spirit guides. If they are good and they are remorseful and stuff like that, then I asked for them to come through this evening, and also asked for my spirit guides to come through, and for Kim's spirit guides if they wanted to leave a message. I might have got other spirits, but I think it sounded to me like quite a lot of the spirits had held back for me today. I asked if they could do that for me just for one night, and that I'm going to come and go and see them tomorrow, and say which I will definitely do no matter what happens. But I just wanted tonight to be, I just wanted to see what would come of this. It could be the start to something good, but I just need to ask a few questions. So I'm quite keen to know what they've said, what the answers were, and stuff like that. I'm going to go inside. I'm in a lot of pain today, a lot of pain. I've been most of the day holding my breath to sort of stop the pain. It's been quite bad. I've had a lot of bad pain anyway, but I can handle it. But today's one's been quite difficult to deal with. Let me just get my pen ready and then I'm all sorted. I've got my pen. I don't know who's in here already, but hello, whoever you are. I'll see who it is in a minute. It'll be like a big surprise for me. Sorry, I hate getting ash on my computer. Let me just get a pen. I'm hoping I've got one in here. Look, that's my son and my daughter. She's got three daughters who are my granddaughters, obviously. That's my 10-year-old who's going to be 11 next Saturday. That was him, the baby, and my husband. And I've got 2, I think, or 3. Yeah, there's one. And then that was my twins there when they were like about a month old. They're both sharing just one normal pillow because they were so dinky, little darlings. And then here I've got a recent one of my 3 little angels there. Well, it's recent enough. Hi, Laurie B. I'm really glad you're here because I need to apologise to you. We're both fluffy smile. My 7 loving spirit guides are also with you, Demi. Oh, thank you, Laurie. That means so much to know your spirit guides are with me. Oh, sorry, but that really does mean a lot to me. It's so good to feel that bit of extra protection. You don't know how much I need that right now. Well, maybe actually you do. I need to apologise to you because you can offer everybody one. I do need to apologise to you because I'm not happy, right? I said to you all on Thursday's live stream to pop across to see Mr. Hunt and the Dead, okay? And I explained he'd done things differently, right? I heard him and the way that he spoke to you at one point on that live stream. I'm not happy at all about it, actually. I'm not. Hey, Kim, sweetheart. Thank you for being here, Kim. Means a lot. Laurie, like, I'm so sorry for the way he spoke to you. He had no right to speak to you that way. I got where you were coming from. He just doesn't get you, and that's his loss, big time, because you're a lovely, lovely person. And I'm going to actually private message him and say, like, the fact that you are very, you know, you're a friend of mine and you mean nothing but kindness. And, like, I didn't agree with the way he spoke to you. And I wanted to say I'm sorry, because if I wouldn't have said to you to go across and see him, that wouldn't have happened. And I was actually so gobsmacked when I heard that. He said something about, like, you're no cheerleader or something, but having, I don't care what, but he was trying to have. Sapphire, I have told you. 1 minute. I've told you that 5 Sit down quietly. I'll tell you something. I will cancel this live stream in a second, and you lot will be up on stairs. All right, be quiet. Sorry, my 6-year-old girl actually, it's been so loud. All right, my husband's gone to sleep. She's been so loud. I've told her, and now she disturbed my husband. And yeah, I had to go and quickly stop that. Yeah, but I am really, really sorry about that, Laurie. I wasn't happy at all. Let me just pour my drink into here. My anxiety is a bit bad this evening, so I took some tablets about 40 minutes ago, so just have to bear with me a bit. So if I get a little bit silly, like a bit more dopey than normal, but I needed to take them, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this stream. I was too anxious, I was too worked up. Let me just get my pen. I thought it was in my bag. 1 minute. Turn that down, please. Just a little bit. Right, I've got a couple of pens. Oh, my legs and feet and hands have been so swollen for a couple of weeks now. It's all part of this poisoning to my body. It affects me in so many ways. The doctors don't give a damn though. I'm actually that desperate, right, to get a doctor to actually give a damn and to want to help me, that I was actually going to find a way, right, of putting out a post that goes to like doctors' magazines or something, right, like the good hospitals, say a little bit of my story and the fact that I really want a doctor to take me on and my medical problems and to help me, because none of the doctors I'm seeing, apart from one, seems to give a crap, and they leave me in pain that I wouldn't leave anyone in. I wouldn't leave an animal in it. I wouldn't leave a human in it. No one. All right, let me read this a minute. Sorry. Hi, Kim, my darling. Yeah, but it could have been put a bit nicer, I think. Yeah, thank you, Kim. It's not just me then. It was out of order, wasn't it? Well out of line. I didn't see you there, babe. Sorry, Jim, I know I keep leaving you. Can I just wash I've got OCD and I just feel like I need to wash my hands 1 second. Sorry. Look at my pictures on the wall. And that would feel so much better. Thanks. I hate the feeling of like germs or dirt or anything. And now they feel clean and it smells lovely and clean. Oh. In so much pain today, it's ridiculous. But I'm actually like desperate. I'm thinking of putting a post out. Me and my husband done that. It was my husband's idea, but and this was like 10 years ago, right? We was that desperate. We saw that a professor, we looked up these different hospitals, and your smiley face, Kim. We looked up different hospitals, and there was a professor at a hospital like hours away from us, yeah, up north, and we emailed him, and we explained like at that time how bad it was. I mean, that was 10 years ago, and it's got 100% worse since then. We emailed him and we said, listen, this is the situation. Like, is there anything you can do to help me? And he said, actually, I'm doing these trials, and it was called lunar treatment. What it is where they sever this nerve that goes from the brain. They sever it in your tummy area. It goes from the brain to sort of the pelvic area, the tummy, the abdomen. And what his belief was is if you sever it and you sort of burn the ends off at each end, well, as far up as you can get, then you will be pain-free. Right. And I went in, and what it was like 50-50, right? Half the women would have it because it was like an experiment, right? But I was that desperate, I didn't care. Half would have it done and half wouldn't, but you wouldn't be told if you'd had it done or not, right? You'd even, I forget how they'd done it, said it, but it was like they would have even the women that had it done would have a small incision made or something, so that they wouldn't be able to tell they hadn't had it done, because that would be obvious, wouldn't it? Yeah, so anyway, I've come out. I didn't know if I'd had it done or not. The day after, I mean, before that, I was on Oromorph, slow-release morphine. Like, all under my eyes were like black. Like, I wasn't even, no, it must have been like before my son, because I wouldn't have allowed that to happen actually. So it must have been probably 11 years ago, like 12 years ago maybe. Anyway, the next day I've woken up, and I swear, right, I didn't have to take a single painkiller. I was pain-free for about 6 months, and then unfortunately it grows back. And I think that for whatever reason, that never made it past the trial thing, even though I wrote to them and said how it had worked for me, and they couldn't believe. Well, no, they couldn't believe. Me and my husband couldn't believe the major difference in me from the day before. It was amazing. After 6 months, it started growing back. The pain started going back. Since then, I've told my doctors and my specialists about this lunar treatment, just hoping that they'd say, well, actually, even if they said there's a place like it, it's somewhere out, somewhat the furthest point in the UK, we would go that far, like, to just get this treatment done. But I'm, thinking about putting some sort of post up, like, just asking for some professional, as they call themselves, to try and help me. But also a lot of it, well, no, I'm not going to go into it, but a lot of it is related to psychological pain. Psychological pain also shows itself as physical pain, but then a lot of my pain is like I've got endometriosis, severe nerve damage from where the endometriosis has been for so many years, and sort of eaten away and damaged the nerves. Well, it's true, isn't it? They call themselves that, but do you know what I mean? I've actually said to the doctors, like last year, I said, my body is poisoning itself, right? I know it is, because there's a pattern. Like, within a 2-week span, I will have 3 days where I am very unwell. My body changes. Like it's actually been, I've seen it on some of my old videos, right? My face is all puffy. I look completely different, right? And it's where my body is poisoning itself. I need some of my bowel removed. I could end up having to have one of them horrible bags that I knew 4 or 5 years ago that's where it was going to end up. I've told my husband, and now that we're getting to the point where they're mentioning that sort of thing. Also, my bile duct, where the bile is that breaks down the food you eat, my bile duct's like really wide. So what's happening is the bile's coming out and going into my body, and obviously that breaks up your food. So imagine what it's doing to my body. Also, my spine at the bottom is crumbling and it's leaning on the vertebrae, and they're saying they might need to put a pole thing in there. I've also got a big hernia on my right side of my stomach. They've tried to fix it once. They put the mesh in completely wrong. It showed up on the scans that the mesh is like wiggly where it's meant to be dead straight. And it's quite a big size, do you know what I mean, to cover the hernia and to keep the hernia in, right? But where it's growing wobbly, my skin and everything's growing around it wobbly, which is causing its own pain. But they're saying my stomach wall is too weak to do surgery on because I've had so many operations there around my stomach that it's just too weak. So like it's a bit dodgy. I give up on doctors, but like, you know, I need just one doctor who knows what they're talking about, right? Just to help me, to get me out of at least half the pain I'm in, even half the pain that I'm in, that would, for the rest of my life, I'm cool with that. As long as it's not like such pain where I'm having to hold my breath, I'm having to do like labour breathing, you know, like when you're having a baby, that breathing, like I have to do this. I have to rely on the doctors to get, I haven't got the sort of money to be able to do it privately, or I would for my children. But I've got 2 children, 6-year-olds, who have arthritis. They've got a very, you know, bad, like hypermobility, but to a very bad degree where it's dangerous because they keep on pulling all their muscles, and that's bad for the arthritis. I've got one who's got asthma and one that's got brittle asthma. You know, my little girl, bless her, it was hurting her just to go fruit picking today. She's 6. She shouldn't have to not be able to walk around. It was a bit of a walk, but any other 6-year-old would jog around it and want to go in the playground and play. She got to her nan and granddad's and sat on a chair the whole time. It's just, well, most of the time, it's just so sad. Right, enough about my boring stuff, sorry. Right, first of all, Laurie, how are you, my darling? What have you been up to today? I do meditation. I've started doing it before I go to bed now as well, but I do it during the day. I've started stopping, smelling flowers rather than admiring them as I walk past. I stop, like today at my mother-in-law's house. I was touching the flowers and smelling them and appreciating it, you know, everything about them. I am very grateful for my children, and I'm grateful for my husband. but I've been in pain for over 20 years now. I've had to have a hysterectomy. I'm going through early menopause, all because of this pain. And this pain is because of what sick people done when I was 6 months old and onwards. And 6 months old, that could just be an overestimate, to be honest. I do try, Laurie, I really do try. Trust me, I try so hard. The reason I try so hard it's mainly for my children. I want to not let them know I hide my emotions and pain so they don't know anything. I try very, very hard. I even teach my children, because I homeschool them, so I teach them meditation, yoga. Yeah, I know it is. My sage, I got from Amazon. It's a pack of 2, and it's native Indian white sage. This was about this big. I've been using it ever since I started, and I looked yesterday. I'm just coming up to 3 months since I started doing this, and I've still got all of this left. It's amazing. It lasts so long. I'm going to order some more. But actually, Kim, I was planning on getting you some sage and putting it in this box. So if you just wait about a week, my box will be finished and it'll be on its way to you. Well, I get mine on Amazon and I tap in native Indian white sage. And this is 2 for £12, and it lasts such a long time, and the smell is amazing. The feeling it gives me personally is amazing. Sometimes if I'm really stressed or whatever, I actually put my hand over it and breathe it in through my nose and let it come out through my mouth, and I just visualize a lot. That's another thing I've started doing a lot as well, as visualization. And honestly, like my depression and anxiety has had me put into hospitals. I have to have a nurse that comes out every week to see me. I then have to go to my psychiatric doctor once a week to see him, once a month to see him, and a psychologist, and my normal GP, as well as all my other specialists. I've been depressed since I was a child, but I know why that is now. I do know why that is now. Well, Kim, if you're all right just to wait, I am going to be having money put in my bank tomorrow because it's my son's birthday Saturday. So I need to order him a few things. So I'll also I'll order my sage tomorrow as well, and I get it on Prime, so I will have it within a couple of days for sure. So I might even be able to send the box out once I've got the kids, like the sweets I was telling you about and that. The support system. Yeah, in that way I do, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking the support system. No, I don't. That's because I don't have anybody. I have them professionals, but I don't have anyone. Well, my husband is brilliant, he is, but I still hide a lot from him because I don't want to bring him down. And I know over the years I've been with him nearly 17 years now, and I see when, if I let him know how I'm feeling, even for a few days, I see it gets to him, and I don't want to bring anybody down. No, Kim. You know, this is something I want to do for you and for your children. I told you I'm going to look up what candy you can't get where you are, but you can get where I am, so that they can get candy like sweets that they've never had before, because that's always cool for kids. Also, there's a few other bits that I've put in there, and I wanted to put sage in there anyway for you. So if you just bear with me, I promise I'll be with you soon. And now I've got your address as well, so it's all cool. Yeah, I do have a support system. Um, I know that none of them care. It's really obvious that they're just doing it because it's a job. They don't care. I've been seeing my psychiatrist for probably 11, 12 years, the same psychiatrist, and he still doesn't even, he just doesn't get me in a single bit. No, it's the least I can do. You're very amazing, Kim. Right, I can see we've got 3 viewers. I'm not sure if JP Exotics is watching, but if he is, Auntie says that I love you very much. You're a very good boy and I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait to see you. I love you very much, darling. The only way money solves health is when you can buy good doctors that actually know what they're talking about. That's the only time I can see it helping. What's the date today? The 16th. Sunday. The 16th of July. 2017. I've got 4 viewers, but I can only see 2 people here. What was I going to say to you all just then? Yeah, before I forget, I just wanted to say thanks to all my supporters. I've been doing this just for nearly 3 months now, so not that long at all. I've already got near enough 900 views. I'm at 35 subscribers and it's growing like every day. And I'm so shocked, like I couldn't have imagined me doing this, like doing a live stream and, you know, facing people. I just I could never see it happening really. But 3 months on and everything, you know, it's just a wonderful journey, a really wonderful journey. Right, shall we play this? Quality versus quantity. Yeah, definitely. I'd rather have one doctor only that knew what they were doing and could help me than have 100 doctors scratching their heads, not knowing what's going on, and palming me off all the time with like rubbish. Yeah, it's true. Even like the GPs, I see them, right? They're sat there and they're like, you're telling them something, and they're like, yeah, looking at their watch, like, yeah, okay, yeah, oh, okay, well, we'll deal with that next time. Like last time I took my twins to the doctors was to get this healthcare plan set up because they hadn't bothered doing it, even though one of the top London hospitals for children had written to them and said, listen, they both are in not such a good way. They need to start physiotherapy together as quick as possible. We need to get all this sort of stuff moving, right? They never bothered even speaking to me about it. So in the end, I called a meeting, and I got it, you know, all set up. I think it was last week or the week before. But at that time, my twins also had tummy ache and were feeling sick. So maybe it was last week actually. And I mentioned it to him. Oh, we haven't got the time for that today. I'm thinking, but I'm telling you, my children are not well. Oh, well, you know, basically come in tomorrow morning and sit and wait. When I'm sat there right then, why can't you just feel their tummy and ask a couple of questions? Pathetic. Anyway, moaning over. I'm just going to check if I can write with this pen nicely, if I can. Okay, so what I do is I press play and get you to the bit, because it's now 8:30. Okay. I'm back in my area. This cemetery is locked down completely unless I want to jump over a wall. And actually I've got a short skirt on, so I can't be doing that. I'm trying to make communication with my spirit guides this evening. One minute, I've blooming lost the thing now. 1 minute. Nearly there, up to June. Sorry, nearly there. Cool, I've done a lot of recordings, especially in June. What day is that? 16th. I'm up to the 4th, 5th. Thanks, Laura. Good evening, spirits. It's Sunday, 5:15 in the evening. Any spirits here that would like to say hello? This was just me trying to get just a basic EPP while I was waiting for our food earlier. I was in Harlow. So, and I listened to it back while I was there, but I didn't get nothing. So I just wait till we get to the bit we want to get to. Only a bit sec. Sorry. Oh. Why'd you say? I don't know why you said that, Lauren. Thank you for it. It's now 8:30. I'm back in my area. The cemetery is locked down completely unless I want to jump over a wall. And actually I've got short skirt on, so I can't be doing that. I'm trying to make communication with my spirit guides this evening. And I'm trying to make communication with my loved ones that have passed over, who have passed through the light, who mean no harm or hurt to me or my family. You must come in love and light, the same as I come to you in love and light. I mean no harm. I just want to contact you. I'll be very grateful if all other spirits in it, I say sometimes, did I just hear this? Can you, if I did hear it, can you like write it in so that I know that I was, do you know what I mean? So then just say like, yeah, because I won't know. What they've done, ones that are remorseful and are sorry for the way they treated us. What 10 spirit guides? Not that I know of, but I don't know if I'd know. Hello. I would like to have contact with my spirit guides, also with my loved ones this evening. Can my spirit guides please confirm their names for me? I will leave my loved ones here. Nan, did I hear that you were here? Yesterday and the day before, Nan. Did you come stay? Anyone that's coming through, could you please say your name for me? Are you here? I feel like Red Rain is with me at the moment. I know you've been my sweetheart.
Would you be able to tell me your name, please? Nan, are you here? If any of my loved ones are here, please can they say the first letter of my name, of my birth name?
What, they said my name?
Dad, are you able to come through? Dad, can you confirm that you're here? I know there's other spirits that are trying to come through. Tonight, I really would like it to be about my loved ones, my mum, my pop, my dad, and Jade, and my spirit guides. Dad, is it true about a hex being put on you? Dad, I'm learning a lot of new stuff as time goes by. Let's see what I can do. If anyone has a problem with that.
you mind telling me, please? What do you mean by that? Because you both agree, so I'm curious as to what you mean. See mine, pentacles. Are these last two comments what you heard or what you're saying to me now, Laurie? Sorry, I get confused because I don't know about the time delay with us. The see mine pentacles, was that what you heard? And will convey later on. Is that what you're saying to me? So Kim, do you think that my dad was acknowledging that he did have a hex put on him? Sorry if I'm sounding dumb, I just want to get it right because it's so important. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, right, should we carry on playing this now? Thank you, you two. So okay, let's put this back on.
so I know who I'm talking with. My spirit guides will only allow good spirits to speak with me. So if my loved ones haven't shown remorse, haven't proven that they sort of are very sorry for what they've done in this life, then my spirit guides will protect me and they won't let you come through. That's why I want to know what your name is, so I know how to speak to you. Around it. Gold up. Yeah, easy. Please, can my loved ones come through? Are any of you able to talk with me, or is it that none of you are actually remorseful? I think I've heard my birth name twice, but I'll wait for that to be verified this evening. If I have heard my birth name, then if it's one of my loved ones, can you just say either Dad, Nan, or Pop? Alright, I just want to know who I can talk to. If you don't understand how to use this way to be in contact with me, my spirit guides will help you, and any of the other kind spirits that are around me, or the angels, they will help you. Just tell them that you want to be able to speak with me, but you don't know how to do it. Okay? Did I just hear pop? Pop. If it is you, are you able to say the name that you used to call me? I just heard Dad said as well. Can my spirit guides please confirm for me who's here from who of my loved ones are here, please? I'd like to thank all the other spirits for being respectful of my request this evening as well, and letting me try to contact my loved ones and my spirit guides. I have a few questions, which is why I want you to confirm who you are, who I'm speaking with. Somebody confirm that.
I'll go for a cigarette break, Laurie. One sec, babe. Kim, are you still here, babe? Yeah, have a good hunt, bros. We're going to go for a cigarette break, but I won't be able to read the chat, okay? Have a quick cigarette break and then just finish it off. I couldn't make you lot watch me shove that in my gob. Yeah, I can't see the chat for a minute, but Kim, let me know if you're still here, because you haven't really said anything. So I hope you're still here. Also, Bryce, have a great ghost hunt. I'll watch it tomorrow. You tend to deal with the stuff that I don't deal with. I don't go on the dark side at all. But I do like watching what you do. You've got good music as well in it. Also, I don't know if you're back yet, Laurie, but you know when you just said about loved ones, like you know it said pop, sly or something. Does that mean not to trust that person that says they're pop or what? Also, you know when you said about TV sparks and something else, sort of what do you mean by that? Like, because I know you put in what you hear, what you feel and what you sense, but it's hard for me to sort of break it up into what it all means sometimes. You're super talented, like you put it, you know, you pick up on it all, and I'm very grateful that you're on here with me. But sometimes I find it a bit difficult to sort of know what the spirit said, what is what you're feeling and hearing, and what is what your spirits are saying. I only know of 2 spirit guides, but I might have more. At the moment, I only know of 2, which I'm so grateful to know, and grateful that they're around me. I feel safe now that they're, and now knowing that also I know Kim's spirit guides, they help me, and now to know that your spirit guides also, I feel like so protected, like invisibility, protection, but it's amazing. I'm trying to work out how to get the chat up on my like on the side of my screen, because that would be so much easier than using 2 laptops. Don't know. See if anyone can see that I've just said hi. Probably not. It worked one time for me, then the live stream crashed, and then I've never been able to get it to work again. Typical. My husband was amazing, bless him, this morning. Before I'd even got up, he cleaned up both them rabbit hutches, and they're major jobs. And the rabbits are like in the land of luxury. He's tightened all the bottom of one of the top floors, so it's all nice and really secure for him. So you can hop and thump as much as he likes. Done all the nice sawdust and hay and bits of spinach and just like tubes that they for their teeth and that. But they look so happy today, but it's raining, so tomorrow I'm going to have to clean out the front bit because it gets a bit damp. I hate up there to see what's there. I can hear something there, but I can't see it. I can hear my girl rabbits running about in their hutch. Right, let's get this last bit played. I don't think there's too much longer left now. Let's see. I know there is. I was just trying today if I could sort of ask them very nicely if they could just let me have one day. They didn't seem to be as talkative as normal, so okay. Just try sending it then to my personal one. Demi Latham, Latham, mother, 36 @gmail.com. So it's Demi, Demi, Latham, all one word. Demi Latham 36 @gmail.com. If you got that, Laurie, or do you want me to repeat it? Do you need to write it down? I don't know where Kim is again. She said there was a storm, a possible storm that could. She had a storm, I think it was last night. She's in Texas, and the storms knock out her internet and stuff. But I know she'll watch it back and when she can, and hopefully let me know some stuff. What is after Demi? Right, so Demi Latham, LATHAM 36 @gmail.com. You got that all right, babe? Don't know what's up with the other one. I think I'm just going to end up having to put my personal email. I don't really mind too much, so I might just replace the demseeking one with my one, because I get notifications on that all the time, so I shouldn't miss any emails on that one. Yay, Kim's back. I think you missed about maybe 15 minutes, but you'll be alright to go back and watch that, won't you, babe? And if you could, I just said my personal email. What I'm going to do is I will put it in the description after I've done this live stream, because my other email address isn't working. So I'm going to put my personal email in. Right. Okay, that'd be good, Kim, because like I was asking about my dad and my pop and lots of other really important questions. So it'd be really good to get what you hear. I think you got up to about about 22 minutes ago, and then we've had a break for the past, so I think you only missed about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, babe. But if you could listen to that, because these questions are so important to me, and like Twitter me or email me or whatever, yeah, that'd be really, really helpful, darling. Right, I'm going to play the rest of it now. Yeah, what was that guide as a mum? I wasn't sure if that was the guide was saying. What do you mean guide? What do you think that means, guide as a mum? I just want to grab licorice also. I've just got a craving for it. Try and open them quietly, or the kids will be in. But then, why would it say guide as a mum? Because I'm not a guide. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope you don't mind me asking questions. I really do want to. It's all very important to know. I love them. Never. I never do my spirit box anywhere near my children. You know the licorice all sorts ones with all the little bits on them. I love them. No, not jelly tots. The licorice all sorts. But you know the You get the blue or the pink ones. A motherly spirit. What's different to Sierra? They're the best ones, aren't they? You have a good time too, Bryce. See you later. Drive safe. Or tell the person that's driving to drive safe. And stay safe, alright? Is Kim gone again? Are you here, Kim? Are you playing hide and seek in the comments? No, just choked on a sweet then. Listen, can you be quiet? My husband's gonna go mad. Let me just tell them to be quiet because I can't do that. Right. One is just like spirits do. What do you mean, Laurie, darling? Oh. You mean hide and seek? Got such an itchy bite. Right. I know. Who is watching? Right, let's play this, okay? Because I've got to get my kiddies to bed. They've had a very long day. And they need to have a nice hot bath when they get up. And, yeah.
I just heard a cult. A space CULT. I'm sure I just heard a cult. It was. Standing. Okay, so I think I've heard Pop and Dad mentioned. I think I've heard a cult. It was mentioned. I think I've heard Red Wing mentioned. Could my spirit guides please confirm whether the words I've just said are actually what I heard? That you are the ones who are able to, my spirit guides, I trust with my life, literally. I trust what you say. Can you tell me, because you're able to see, is my dad, is it my dad that's trying to contact me? Is he good for me to speak to? The same question goes regarding my nan and my pop. I'm so desperate to have contact with my dad. I have a lot of questions, and a lot of questions that would mean a major amount to me, and to my little sister. Spirit guides, please confirm for me if I am actually speaking with any of my loved ones, and if I am, who am I speaking with, please, spirit guides? I thank you all for coming through for me this evening. Not just getting to episode. I just heard the name Cass. I'm a dog. Emily cooking. Even if I can't hear everything back right away, I will know what you're saying by tomorrow. If it proves that I can have contact with my loved ones, I will speak with you daily. It would be amazing to be able to speak with you. But you need to prove who you are and that you are sorry, very, very sorry, and you've changed. Pop, if you're here, I've got a really important question. When you died, was you in a home, or did somebody have something to do with your death? Just imagining that, or did it say maybe someone else? Did I just hear he wasn't happy? I'm going to have to go in literally just under a minute. I've got to, I'm so sorry. But please give me any messages now. Also, Kim's spirit guides, you're welcome also to come into this and give a message. I'll start walking down the road slowly. And when I get to the end, I'll be switching it off, but I will spend more time tomorrow, I promise. Okay.
Sideways move. Bend the other. Stay.
Well, I'm walking down the road because it's cleared out. I've still got about another 2 minutes to speak with you. If my nan, my dad or my pop have come through, to confirm, tell me what the first letter of your Christian names are, please. I think I said that's what he wanted. I'm just so cautious. I'll see you tomorrow. Grab that bottle in there. If you could leave any messages, that would really be brilliant. And I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Sorry about the traffic. Spirits, I will be coming back to speak with you tomorrow, okay? I just wanted one day to try and contact my loved ones. Okay, I'm going to have to turn the spirit box off in about 20 seconds. I'll listen to all this back because I'm recording it all, and I will speak with you again tomorrow. Thank you for speaking with me this evening. Rest in peace. Blessed be, and I'll speak with you tomorrow. Love and light to you all. Good night. Okay, so I've just turned off my spirit box. I'll be live within the hour. I really am hoping to hear some certain answers. I really hope that I've heard from some of my loved ones, but they are really going to have to prove that it's them. And I will need clarification from my spirit guides that they are now good spirits, like good people, good spirits. It's very important that they are remorseful and sorry, but I need to know that from my spirit guides because I trust my spirit guides with my life completely. I know they will never ever do any wrong to me in any way, and I trust them. So I need clarification from my spirit guides. A couple of things in case I forget. I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. I've got quite a few new people join me lately. I'm very grateful to have you on my channel. Very grateful. Thank you for joining me. To my subscribers that have been with me a while, thank you for staying so loyal. Thank you for always being very caring and loving and thinking about me and caring about me. Also, I'm up to nearly 1,000 views, which is just amazing. 1,000 views nearly. I'm near enough up to 900, so, and that's in 3 months. Only just 3 months as well, so that's fabulous. Thank you all so much. What else did I want to say? Because I know I'm going to forget it all when I do the live stream. I really can't remember, which is brilliant. Anyway, I'll see you all.
Thank you all for your help. What do you mean when they pass, they're still in the moment of it? Laurie, what do you mean by that, darling? You know when you said, when they pass, they are still in the moment of it. What do you mean by that? Do you mean that they stay like that age, or like what do you mean by that, please? And then I've got two more questions to ask you, Laurie. The other question I was going to ask was, you know, when you said hiding, parents are sick twice, a general odd past. What do you mean by that as well, please, darling? Just because it will help clarify things in my mind a bit. Really? I thought that when you passed, you had no pain. I thought that's what. I thought that maybe like bad spirits were still in pain, but I didn't think that good people carry on being in pain after death. Yeah, but when you said parents are sick two times, yeah, parents are sick, general odd past. What was the other thing you said? Sorry, babe, I don't know what that means either. I feel a bit dumb, sorry. Laurie, do you get the impression that any of my loved ones were actually there and that they were good now? or not? Kim, I finished playing the recording now, darling. But maybe, if possible, what would be really good, Kim, is if you could listen to it and write stuff down, or type it in inbox on Twitter or on an email, put it on an email. Whatever is easiest for you. But if you could do that, so I will be able to see it, like when I get up in the morning or something, then it will sort of let me know what I'm going to be doing as regards to quite a few things. As you know, like a bit about my family background and that. In a good way. Did you manage to pick up if my pop died naturally or if somebody aided him to it? Thank you, Kim. I don't know what this Evie sentence, do you understand, my daughter? I don't know what that means really. And what's happened to Dad? I don't understand that either. POW, present, okay. Oh, really? Did you get that impression with my pop at all? I was positive that I heard a cult, and then it was, I was so sure I had that, you know. Did you get the impression that my dad was there? Also, if my spirit guides, do you feel, Kim and Laurie, do you feel that my spirit guides were with me today and were sort of only letting my good loved ones come through? That's my granddad. I adored him. Yes, I believe they were all there. which would mean that they were all now good or remorseful. I'm not sure who Evie is, you know. I know she was mentioned a lot tonight, but I'm not sure who she was. But I will say one thing. I've had Stardust said quite a few times through the live stream, and I heard that Stardust is a subscriber on that Mr. Hunting the Dead channel, but I heard him say her name, and I thought, because that's all I can think of is Stardust. Yeah, it will become apparent maybe, but maybe it's I don't know, like maybe like this Stardust, she might be or he might be someone that's going to come over here and be a big help to the group. Maybe the same goes for no, because it said Evie's spirit, didn't I don't know. Such a chat. Right. When you listen to it back, Kim, you'll be able to get a bit more of it as well, won't you? We'll keep an eye out and see who this Evie person is. If she keeps coming up in lots of live sessions that you're listening to, Laurie, maybe she's connected to you in some way, darling. Yeah, but I know of a different Edward, who is not good, and the one that is around me is not good. I understand there will be another Edward that is really good, but this particular one, unfortunately, isn't good, and I think Kim can vouch for that. But yeah, I'm going to put my email, I'm going to change the email address in my description so that anyone that wants to email me, you can just go ahead and email me. Yeah, so I think I'll probably be doing another live stream tomorrow, but earlier, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, so about 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be going to the new cemetery. I'll also, by that time, would have read what Kim's saying too, so I can put it all together. Yeah, I know you do, Kim. So yeah, like I might be able to put more together. I mean, I've got a lot here. So much back to front paperwork once again, all replies from the spirits, which I love. I love this. My file's getting more and more. I do, Laurie, actually, yeah. On the new side, I do. I did for a while on the old side. Then everything took a little bit of a turn, and I've sort of ended up being on the new side, and it's a very much different atmosphere, very light, even refreshing in a way, and it does it makes me feel calm. And I've said that a few times on my earlier live streams, and I don't know why that is, why I could be feeling really anxious, walk into the cemetery, take a couple of breaths, and I'm so much calmer, it's crazy. And yeah, Kim, Edward is awful here. Yeah, I always have done from a very young age. My intuition, I always go on. I tell my kids the same. You must always go on your tummy instinct, because it is near enough always right. Always go with that. It's very important. People seem to not be so tuned into their own intuition nowadays, and that's getting worse and worse as time goes on. But I am bringing myself back, and you know, I won't switch the recorder on or anything straight away. I want to get like the feel of it. I want to, you know, sense things. Yeah. Okay, so you know, when it said Paul and spirit, I found out last week that an ex of mine called Paul died just before Christmas, so maybe that was him. Somebody said pop is none, sly trap. I'd like to know what that's about too, really. Right, my lovelies, I'm gonna go, okay? But thank you so much for your effort, your time you put into being with me, and you know, just like heard full name. What do you mean? Location too. What do you mean by that, Laurie? It's interesting. What do you mean? Yeah, well, I want to see what Laurie says because it's quite interesting. Heard full name and location too. Maybe email it if it's like my location. Maybe email that. And if you're saying you heard my full name, put that in an email or inbox me on Twitter. All my details are going to be underneath. Thank you to both of you for being here with me and for working hard and listening and being an amazing help to me. I really do appreciate it. You're awesome. I will be live tomorrow about 9:30, but I will put up an event earlier and probably update it on Twitter and probably my Facebook page too. My first love's full name and voice was heard on a live stream along with where he grew up. Really? What, a different live stream? That's amazing, darling. Love you too, Kim. It was amazing. Love you lots. My soul sister. Are you going to email me what you hear, Kim, so I know whether to check the email or the Twitter or yeah, which way are you going to use? I was quite shocked actually to hear that my ex had passed away. It was just a bit of a sudden shock, really. Love, light, and blessed be to you all. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I wish you all a wonderful Monday. And just remember how awesome you are and how much I love you. Okay, email. So I'll check my emails like later or in the morning, sweet pea. Thank you for doing that for me, Kim. And Laurie, thank you for all the hard work you've put in as well. I really do appreciate it. You're helping me so much. Okay, love and light to you all. Remember to hit the like button for me and share my stuff with your friends and family who may be interested. And same to you, Laurie. Okay, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully on my live stream at 9:30. So that'll probably be finished 10:30, 11:15. I'm going to try and keep the talking down a bit of me rambling on, and just get on with doing the recording, so it's not such long live streams for everyone. All right, love to you both, and love to you all for watching. And if my nephew's watching and my little sis, love to you loads. And I will text you both. All right, love and light, blessed be. Night.